Sharon Francis, and I'm business advisor for the Minority Business Assistance Center. Our director is Jesse Mark, and we have a full service team here that is dedicated to helping ensure that our minority and disadvantaged businesses have the tools that they need to grow and scale their businesses. We have with us Jacqueline Dixon-Gordon, affectionately known as Jackie, who is a female business owner, obviously, but she has been in the logistics industry for many years and provides services to owner operators that are looking to start their businesses, as well as to get their necessary licenses, paperwork, all of the things, the support services that they need in order to operate properly. And so Jackie, she's also a member of the Urban League's Incubate Her program, and we are so proud of her, how she has grown her business where she now has her own office location on South Hamilton Road. She was already successful at what she was doing, but now she's able to even take it to another level. She's hired staff, and so we're really proud of Jackie. And she is here. She's going to be telling you more about her story. We also had scheduled Maurice Swift, who is the owner of Douse Deliveries. And however, he's unable to be with us today. So hopefully we'll have a part two and give him an opportunity to share his story with you as well. But what I want to do now, I'm going to invite Jackie, if she would just go ahead and turn on her microphone and screen so that we can see her smile. Let me introduce to you Jacqueline Dixon-Gordon, owner of Caribbean Link, and we are just glad to have her with us today. Jackie, tell us about yourself.
Well, I am a small business owner. The company Caribbean Interlink has been in business ever since 2010, but I didn't get involved in the logistics area of the business until around 2016, um, following working with a diesel mechanic and all of the owner operators that were coming in and needed help with different types of paperwork, whether it was from FMCSA or they had a USDOT violation. And I just jumped right in and I've been in it ever since. I'm currently today, I'm a freight broker. I offer dispatch service as well as document preparation services. The company, we offer notary and as well as preparing documents for these owner operators and fleet owners to file their taxes, whether it's a 2290 or whether it's their end of the year tax season. So that's a little bit about me. Every day I am busy, swamped with paperwork. Um, there is a multitude of resources from mechanics to maybe a lawyer. So a multitude of resources. And every day, it's a business that you learn daily. You will never stop learning.
Fantastic. Question for you. What are some of the issues that you find, especially with those that are wanting to start in this business as an owner operator? What is that? Are you finding out that are some of the main issues that people are facing?
Some of the main issues people are facing, they are getting various information from other people who are not giving them almost a packet. So they will tell you to start a business, get into trucking. Once you get your USDOT, your DOT number, you're kind of stuck and don't know where to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I assist those owner operators also. A lot of times they are signing up for different services that they are pretty much bullied into. Once an individual get their DOT number and an MC number, which is their operating authority, you would have literally 50 companies coming at you aggressively, and they are sending threatening letters, which are not a part of the government. So, and you will find different companies, they're pretty much threatening you to to take them as your service provider.
Hmm. Okay. So tell me some of the services that you provide. You were saying as far as the USDOT,
Mhm.
I'm not familiar. I'm learning myself what these various terms are. But what are pretty much the steps that someone would need to take in order for them to have the necessary credentials to start driving?
Number one, if you are a driver, owner, operator, you should get your CDL. It is good if you register with a company to get the um, driving hours and learning some driving techniques. Definitely to know the truck, know what you need to do. In checking that truck, it's pretty much safety. You have to know your safety. Once you're done with that school and you have your CDL, you will want to register your business. Um, I normally tell people if you don't know anything about business, do not register your business in your personal name. Register it with LLC.
Hmm.
Um, I I don't pretty much don't tell anybody to do corporation and corporation partnership because they don't have the basics to understand sometimes what the LLC is about. Um, Register your company with your state. Also, you're going to get your EIN number.
Hmm.
Once you have that, you will then apply for your USDOT number. Thereafter, if you want to work, if you're registering here in Ohio, you don't need an MC number as long as you're working intrastate,
Hmm.
but you do need a PUCO number, public utilities number. Um, if you're working interstate all over the US, you're going to apply for your operating authority number. When you have that operating authority number, that entails your MC, your insurance, and also what they call a BOC3. The BOC3 is basically if there is an illegal suit, you are assigning a company to collect the documents from you and collect the documents for you.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then they will send it to you, inform you of what is happening. Once you have those things in place, now you need to figure out um, you now you would have to apply for the clearinghouse. So there is a multitude of steps within FMCSA um, portal that you would have to complete. Um, those are the services that I provide. I also provide the quarterly filings like the IFTA, KYU, New York HUD, um, Oregon, New Mexico, all of those places every quarter from January, February, and March is your first quarter, but you have until the end of April to pay those filing fees. You're recording mileage and fuel. And then thereafter, um, some of the other is drug screening. I'm sorry. Um, with the clearinghouse, you have to register for a drug screen. So every quarter, you should run a query on the driver, whether it's the owner operator or if the operator have drivers under them. You should run a query. And that is to ensure that you are in compliance with safety.
Great. Great. All right. That's obviously this is a lot of information, and I'm sure, many of you may already be familiar with this. I see we've got a hand. Okay, Brandy, I'm going to unmute you. All right, and you can go ahead and state your question.
I'm Brandy's partner,
Okay.
Carlton.
Okay. Hi, Carlton. Okay.
But we're both on here.
Great.
However, my question is in regards to the services that you offer. We're opening up a brokerage, a freight brokerage company, and since those um, fees and services are similar to the freight brokerage, do you offer any services to help do that same line of paperwork to create that like a freight brokerage company?
No, I haven't ventured into that area yet. Um, but what I have done is watched quite a few videos on SlideShare and also YouTube to help me out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Hi, Jackie.
Good afternoon.
We're going to do a little switching of the guards here for a second, okay? Um, we're saying goodbye today to one of our beloved colleagues, and I want to make sure that Sharon has the opportunity to say her piece, right? So um, don't mind me, everybody. Jesse Mark, I'm the regional director here for the MBAC, so I just wanted to let everybody know that for that small commercial break here. So please carry on. Thank you.
Uh, Aretha, you're asking if I can offer services for those owner non-operator non-operators. Yes, I can. Um, which process are you speaking on? Aretha, what type of services are you providing? For box trucks. For box trucks operators, there are different companies that you can register with, and um, the paint company I can't think of the name of the paint company, but they are hiring box truck operators. And basically, I learned this just recently. They need the box trucks operators to move their paints and other products. And what I did learn also is that you don't need a hazmat certificate. There are also companies such as Keep Truckin' that have an area for box trucks. So you can also subscribe, and the box, you can get a list of places where box trucks are being hired.
Miss Jackie, I have a question for you.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
can you provide services for non-emergency medical transportation companies, so NEMTs? And what does that look like if you can? If it's already been answered, because I'm jumping on late, please
No, it
never mind.
hasn't been answered. First time. I haven't provided any service to non-emergency. However, that is something that I can look into. So most of the companies I deal with, 100% of the companies I deal with are 53-foot trucks.
Because I know that, excuse me, I have some clients that are in that space, and they could look at some dispatch assistance as well.
Okay, so I can do a little bit of research and see what that looked like.
We can talk offline on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
As the who needs to take a physical, the driver definitely have to have a physical. If you are the owner operator of any company, you do have to have a physical. When you once the physical is completed, the physical is uploaded in the clearinghouse registry.
Great. I am back. They had to pull me away. But great, great. Do we have any other questions? I see that. Good. Let's see. Jackie, they're asking for your contact info. So I will make sure that we put that in the chat so that everybody can have that. Let's see. What other uh, questions do we have here? Let me put my glasses on. That'll help. Okay. Um, did you see? Did you speak to Aretha's question about wanting to know when registering a box truck business?
Yes.
You did. Okay.
Uh,
All
Um,
right.
Aretha is now asking, should each and every driver get a physical? Aretha, anytime you are dealing with a company and they are driving commercial vehicles, it is important that they all have physicals. And you would also have to be signed up with a consortium so that random drug tests can be provided as well.
Great. How often do they need those physicals, Jackie? Is that like annual or?
No, once you sign up with the consortium, the company, um, the query will come. It's a random pool.
Oh, I see.
So you're not sending your drivers out monthly or quarterly. It's a random pool
I see.
unless they are stopped by US DOT and there is a suspect that, they are under the influence.
Okay. Great, great, great. I think Colin was also in the chat. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Blue Gopher. Is that one of these consortiums?
No, Blue Gopher is a company that can provide loads for box trucks.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Okay. Great, great, great. Any other comments or any other suggestions that anybody might have? Or if is are there any things that perhaps that you need that you're trying to get resources or information on for your business? Okay, Brandy's got her hand up. Brandy, if you wanted to speak, you may. And I know I keep saying Brandy. I'm sorry. Can you speak up? It's hard to hear you. Can you repeat that? Having a hard time hearing you. If you have access to the chat, you might just want to put your question or your comment in the chat, and that maybe make it a little easier for us. Okay. So, and we definitely want to respond. Okay. All right. So let me ask, how many of you have been in? Okay. Okay. All right. So let me ask you a couple of questions to those who are attending today. How many of you are actually driving? I mean, your business is up and running. I want to know whether or not you can put it in the chat, either how long you've been in business or if you're just starting. I just wanted to kind of know what the status of everybody is that's on the call. Okay. Yes, and then Brandy, the name of the box truck company was Blue Gopher, Gopher, Blue Gopher. Okay. All right. But if everybody else, if you would just kind of give us a little bit about you. Good. Thank you, Colin, for putting in that website, bluegopherapp.com. Okay. All right. Just checking here to see. Okay. Yeah. All right. Jeremy says he's been in business almost a year and he's just looking for ways to get loads to run. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Anybody else? Okay. One thing that we are doing, trusting that you all are registered with the MBAC. And if you are not, I will put our link here. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the chat box where you can register with us, okay, the MBAC. Because, as I said, we are doing a special initiative to try and help our trucking businesses to grow. We are working with, actually, we sent out a notification, I think 2 weeks ago, One of our clients that is a broker that had access to loads that were going from Columbus to various destinations, and they were looking for owner operators to pick up on those loads. So hopefully all of you got it. If you did want to, just give me a thumbs up so that way I know that it's getting into the hands of the people who need to see it. And if you did not, I will definitely share that information with you. I'll put it in the chat. But we are working with trying to get, okay, great. Thank you. We are trying to get access to a lot of your major companies like your Kroger's and Giant Eagle, and then of course with all of the new construction that is coming to the area. For those of you who have dump trucks, we had ODOT. Uh-huh um, ODOT that was looking for drivers and well those that had dump trucks because they need them for salt. They won't needed haulers for rock salt. So these kinds of requests come into our shop, and we try to get the word out through our email newsletter every Wednesday. It comes out if there's opportunities. We also have a bid portal on the website, I'm sorry, on the newsletter, where you can see what opportunities are available for contracts through ODOT, even if it's through the city of Columbus or city of Westerville. We have those direct links in the newsletter so that you can see what jobs may be available that you can, and the contact person so that you can reach out to them for opportunities. But we are going to be doing some more focused trainings for logistics and putting you in front of the companies that are looking for drivers, owner operators, so that you can get in front of them. One of the things that's always important to have, if you do not have, is a capability statement. A capability statement is like a one-page, typically resume of your business. And it tells who you are. It tells, of course, any special designations that you have. If you are certified as a minority business, or if you're a woman-owned business, or if you are economically disadvantaged business, small business, there's all different kinds of certifications. If you have your DBE through ODOT, matter of fact, we have a training coming up next month on getting that DBE certification, and our office can also assist you with that process. Um, as these companies and agencies are looking for folks to bid on their contracts, many of them are targeting minority businesses. So having that certification definitely will give you an opportunity to compete even more so than if you were just doing it on your own, just as an owner operator. There's also opportunities for subcontracting, even joint ventures. We got construction companies now that there's so much going on that they're looking for drivers, for owner operators that can take on some of these loads and opportunities. So if you are not registered with us, please make sure that you do. And look for that weekly email, check on those links, put in your search codes in terms of whatever you're offering. If whatever type of truck that you have or whatever kind of loads um, or products that you deliver, whatever it is, put those keywords in there and see if you can search for contract opportunities that might fit that you can bid upon. Okay? So I said that I'm going to put in the information about the bid opportunity, or I should say the load opportunity. Uh, it's through United L Enterprises. And if any of you are on our previous Building Your Logistics webinar, we had the owners of this company were there and shared great information. And as a result of that, they were able to get this opportunity and wanted to share it with our folks. So that's their website, and their contact information is on there. And I will be sending out, because you're going to get a copy of this recording, and I will include the contact information for United L Enterprises so that you'll have that as well. And any other of the uh, websites that were referred to, we'll make sure that it's in there so that you can get access to it. All right. Are there any other questions or any other pressing things that are on your mind? Any other challenges? I know in the last session, one of the big issues was trying to locate trailers, also dealing with insurance issues and the cost of it. We had some suggestions that were given that we'll also be able to share if that is still an issue for you. But if there are any challenges, we just want to know because we want to make sure that we can get that information to you. All right. I got another hand. Go right ahead and speak, sir.
Well, I understand that right now it's more geared towards the owner operators.
Hmm.
However, is there going to be any resources, maybe in collaboration with owner operators for brokerages?
Yes. And actually, for brokerages,
Yes.
yes, yes. You need to talk to United L. Okay. Anastasia Gonzalez is her name. And definitely, she's a great resource person. She is working right now statewide trying to navigate through a lot of the politics, but to open up opportunities for brokers and such as yourself, as well as owner operators. How many of you are having issues with getting drivers? Okay. The reason I bring that up because the Urban League has a program called Driving Futures, where they do provide training for those who may be interested in driving. And so once they complete that program, they are looking for owner operators that would be in need of drivers that they can hire. So let's see. Okay. So yes, we will definitely put you in touch with, um, let's see. Okay. The Urban Leagues Department, it's called, as I said, Driving Futures. Okay. And I will put the number and email in the chat so that everybody can have access to it because you do want to be able to take advantage of that. If that's something that you need, you want to make sure you can. Okay. Um, of course, I'm having to talk and type at the same time. Jackie, are you? I didn't know if she had to step away for a minute, but if she's able to come back on, if she had any parting words, I do appreciate everybody being on today's session. And I hope that you found it helpful. Sometimes it's just kind of good to talk to one another and share your experiences so that we don't have to make the same mistakes. But definitely, we want to be able to ensure that everybody has a piece of the pie. There's enough out there
Mhm.
for everybody, so we don't have to bite and devour each other in order to get ahead. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. I see a hand. Go ahead and speak, please.
Okay, one last question
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
is that for the people that are starting up minority owned businesses, is there a list or a place that we could go or someone that we can speak to in regards to like loans or any grants for minority owned businesses?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's where you would contact our office, the Minority Business Assistance Center. And if you are already registered with us, you can just shoot an email to me at mbac@cul.org. All right. Right now, there are several products that are available for minority businesses and women-owned businesses. If you have been in business, or I should say, if you have been certified for at least 1 year, okay, as a minority business or as a women-owned business, you can apply for a microloan from the state at 0% interest. It's a 5-year loan and it goes from $10,000 to $45,000. It is not based upon your credit score, but your ability to repay the loan. Okay, so that is an opportunity. There also is a minority direct loan that goes from 45,000 up to 500,000. That's also available for women business owners as well. Interest rate on that is at 3%. And if you are certified as a woman business owner, it's 1.5%. Okay. I hope you found this helpful. And again, thank you, Jackie, for taking time out of your schedule to share with us today. And for all of you who joined us, we appreciate you. Always appreciate your support. And look forward to seeing you at the next opportunity. As I said, we look forward, we will be having that special procurement um, fair for the logistics business. We're also going to be doing trainings on getting your capability statements, getting your pitch ready, because when you have to present yourself to a company or an opportunity, you want to be able to present yourself professionally, so that they know that you have the capacity and the capability of delivering what service that you are saying that you're going to provide. Okay, so we're here to help you in any way possible. If you're looking for funding, certification, reach out to us at that email that I provided. Okay, all right, so we're going to say goodbye until the next time. Thank you again for your participation and look for my email. Be well. Thank you, Jackie.